don't know if this will get uploaded or not, but I just really wanted to talk, so here we go. It's like 2:06 p.m. Friday, November 8th. Again, I don't have anything to do today, and you know, I I was scrolling through Instagram, and I see Potato Gang, having fun in the middle of the night in someone's apartment, just having friends and having a great time. And I see Bean Gang, another gang of friends, they're just singing karaoke and having a great time. And I just feel really, really bad. I don't know why. And, okay, 7 p.m. right now. November 13th, I just slept on my bed for like 3 hours because I'm super tired. And our school tomorrow has been canceled. And today, when we all went to school, but school got canceled, so all the students are forced to go back home. All the classes are canceled. And we did a little bit of a silent protest this morning, just standing in the basketball court. Someone's outside my room right now, and I don't feel comfortable speaking. Okay, I think she's gone. Even though we didn't attend any classes today because they're all canceled, today is still a pretty fruitful day in my opinion. I mean, politics aside, politics is a huge thing right now. I mean, we all talk about it. It's all, it's, all the rage right now. And, we're all doing our best. I wish I could do more, to help Hong Kongers, because I am one too. And, yeah, I mean, I did my part. I got to spread awareness and all that. But yeah, last night, what happened last night? People in the university risked their lives fighting for themselves against the police. It's just terrifying, to be honest. I mean, the whole place became a war zone, and it's horrifying. And the police, they are really unpredictable. Like, you could be just going to school in the morning, and suddenly the cops would show up and arrest you. So you can't really trust the cops. You can never trust the cops, actually. Anyway, let's put that aside a little bit for a while right now. It's the most important thing right now, but that aside, we changed our sitting plan like yesterday morning. Was it yesterday morning or was it during lunch? I forgot, but the seats are changed, and we do not decide where to sit in the classroom. Our teachers decide. That's why when they come out with the plan, we were all like, oh no, where do we sit now? And now I sit at the last row from the door to the wall. I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th row, and seat number 3. And the person who sits beside me is Tom, which is pretty cool. I think Tom is a pretty nice person in the core, and it's actually, come to think of it, is actually kind of awesome because Tom is also one of the first people who sat beside me in my school life. The person who sits in front of me, it's Maria, and beside Maria is Natalie, so we can all talk. Behind me, it's Nick, so we can talk as well. And then beside Nick is Harry, so we can talk as well. And then behind Harry, it's Oliver alone. Feel bad for him, cause he's alone. But yeah, there's that. And yesterday, I was writing my diary during chemistry class, because why not? Because chemistry class is boring. And my chemistry teacher, aka one of my 2 class teachers, saw it and confiscated it and looked at it, and I was like, yo, don't look at it. And the first thing that she saw was about the 5 students that got arrested. 5 of my classmates got arrested, and she's like, oh my gosh. And then she she's like, don't let anyone see this. And this caught everybody's attention, especially when the cover of my diary says detective. So a lot of people today wanted to read my stuff. Anna wanted to read it, AJ wanted to read it, Maria wanted to read it, of course Tom wants to read it, Natalie wants to read it, as always. That's a pretty fucking awesome, because the last time people actually cared about me and what I write, it's Form 2, aka 8th grade. People cared so much that Bernice had to steal my diary and take photos of it and upload them to her Google Drive. And now people care about it too. And hopefully when people care about it enough, if people like Suki or Selena, if they care about my diary as well, and this whole detective rumor thing spread to other classes, maybe Mary would know, and Mary would be like, oh my gosh. Speaking of Mary, she didn't come to school today. Wendy did though, and I'm really happy to see her again. She seems fine, and another person in the 5 also came to school. But Mary didn't come to school today because, duh. How do you even go to school now? Yeah, I decided to open myself up even more, and I told Grant. I didn't tell Grant who it is, but I told Grant that I wanted to talk to this person. And I also told Tom, since Tom is going to sit beside me for a while, we must talk about, Mary and music, and, Mary and music. And I told Tom that I wanted to speak to a person, and then Tom immediately knew it's Mary, which is pretty cool. And we started talking about her just a little bit, because both Tom and Mary are also in the English Society of School. So yeah, there's a lot to discuss. Mary is a person with layers. She's enigmatic, and yeah, even though I and Oliver are friends, kinda, not super close friends, but friends, kinda, it's still hard to get to Mary. Maybe Tom will help out, who knows. But yeah, I'm miserable, I'm pathetic. I'm basically at that point where I'm asking people for help for socializing, because I can't do it myself. And then we had lunch. I had lunch with Harry and Betsy and Betsy's friend, and also Leo and Topher and Hector, Hector, I think, and also Pink. Pink didn't go to school today. She went to the psychologist again, just to do a checkup. I received a couple of secrets involving sex. I'm not gonna talk about them in detail. One of them involves, I'm not even gonna tell you who, but apparently somebody got fingered. And fingering is fine. It's milder than oral sex or straight up vaginal sex, right? It's basically a hand job. So it's fine. But when they did it, they were in 7th grade, so that's a little young. Like that's a little young for like sexual activities. Or maybe it's just us. Maybe in the USA everybody is horny and everybody has sex in like middle school. I don't know. I hope that's not the case in the USA, because people around the world, they need some sex education as well. Anyway, um, we also talked about the very recent annual No Nut November event. And we did have an interesting conversation. I learned something that I'm not surprised about. Like, I can easily deduce that she also does this, and I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely not surprised. I knew it, but I'm just glad that she admitted it. And yeah. But yeah, that aside, yeah, I don't know. I feel like socially, today is pretty fruitful. Like, um, I get, I have hope now again. Like, I'm always in this cycle of, oh, having hope and then feeling lonely and hopeless again and then feeling hope again. Now I'm at that stage. Maybe I'll go back down. Maybe I'll keep moving forward. Hopefully the latter. And hopefully one day I can, talk to Mary. And I want to talk to Mary before January 27th so that I can also talk to Linda. So that's going to be the perfect thing. I'm going to tell Mary about my diaries. Like, people ask me if they could read my detective diary, right? But when it's Mary, I ask her if she wants to read my stuff, because my diaries wouldn't have existed without her. So yeah, also Bernice. So I'm gonna talk to Bernice as well. And yeah, yeah, also the short film, I think it's happening. I think it may happen. Like, I will try my best to keep the script intact, but the company said that the script is too long and there are too many characters. Maybe they'll edit it up a little bit. But yeah, the core 10 characters, the 10 core characters, I must keep them. Including Mary. So yeah, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. During lunch today, we started talking about ghosts, spirits, people with special abilities and special mindsets, and it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting conversation indeed. But yeah, that's it. I'll fill you in more tomorrow if I have time. I'm not gonna do any video today. Okay, switch on the lights. Right now it's November 19th, 12:47 after midnight. I haven't been to school for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days now. And, well, technically 6 days, because today is already tomorrow. Today is already Tuesday, technically. So 6 days without school, because of the chaos that is happening out there in Hong Kong right now. But I'm gonna be honest here. The Hong Kong island has been kinda relatively safe for the past 6 days. What's very not safe are the universities. The police are targeting them just one by one. It's horrifying. And I feel really bad for them. So yeah, I don't know what to make this video for anyway, because school isn't going to happen for a while. But 130 days left until the final ultimate exam. 130 days. Some people had already started doing revision 207 days prior, and now I only have 130 days left. I better start going. Also, oh shit, fuck. Today is, it's, well, technically 19 now. So, technically, 4 days later, I have IELTS. That is also something that I should be worried about. So, I should really just get going, start revising. I have a total of 7 classes, 7 subjects. The 4 core, which is Chinese, English, Maths, and LS, essay writing. And then I have 3 electives, physics, chemistry, biology. And I should really just start off with the basics first. Sort of, so I need to come up with a good strategy to handle the exam right now. I need to at first recall and understand every single thing that I've learned in all these subjects. And then I'm gonna practice my exam skills. I'm gonna do tons of past papers, aka exam papers in the past. I'm gonna do tons of them. I'm gonna redo a lot of them. And that's my strategy so far. And yeah, I don't know what else can I do. I can also do a bunch of side things like mind maps. I can make cue cards. I can make tables, lists. I can reorganize my notes, which I think I will, for chemistry and biology and physics. And I will, what else can I do? I will make YouTube videos. I will use YouTube to my advantage. And I will use the video format to teach people stuffs. So maybe that'll work. And I will also group revise, because there's a Chinese saying that if you're alone when it comes to studying, then you're not going to learn much. So I'm maybe I can do revision with Natalie tomorrow, because she wants to get out of the house too. So there's that. A lot of my books, textbooks, are at school right now, which is a problem. I can't go there. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Here's the thing: no school on Tuesday, but yes, school on Wednesday. But with special arrangements, aka we leave the school earlier, I guess. And so I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, 130 days left. But still, I have to admit, yes, the exam is important. We have been living for 18 years now for this exam. But I think more importantly, what's going on in Hong Kong is just really fucked up. And I wish I could help more. And just being online feels like not enough. I feel like I could do even more. At least I should provide some water and stuff like that. And but yeah. In other news, somebody in our group chat texted, our maths teacher says that school suspended, but learning not suspended. So please do these past papers. And then Kingsley texted, school suspended, but learning not suspended. And he posted a photo of him playing Mahjong, the Chinese board game. He loves that game and he plays it with his gang of friends a lot. And then one of the member of his gang of friends, Ernest, replied saying, haha, you think it's funny? And he's a hardcore protester. And yeah, Kingsley did an oopsie. I mean, in such serious situations right now, it's really not good to crack a joke. So it's fuck, what the don't, nope. So it's November 21st, 2019. The year 2019 is about to fucking end for some reason. It just started. The year just started, and now it's already ending. It's ridiculous. And originally I planned to, actually open up to the outside world and actually at least have a conversation with this girl with the name of Mary. And I planned to do that in like late 2018, but in late 2018 I was like, oh my gosh, I'm coward, and so I was like, okay, you know what, let's do it in early 2019. And now 2019 is about to end. What the hell have I done? What the fuck have I done? I'm actually really pissed at myself. Again, on October 24th I could have told her happy birthday, but I didn't because I froze. I was a coward. And then something happened yesterday. And, it makes sense yesterday that I wouldn't speak to her. It makes a lot of sense. But, still, it just saddens me. So, we will start off with Wednesday. That is yesterday. And I'll talk about what happened. So, it is November 20th, yesterday, a Wednesday, after 6 days of no school. We went to school again. I took the bus. Everything seems to be fine for now. Yeah, so, yeah. Nothing all that important really happened yesterday. There was a group discussion thing that happened yesterday that I had to take part in. It's an exercise thing. Everybody in the class has to do it. Yeah. So me, Ernest, Grant, Marty, and Ed had a group discussion, and I actually did pretty well. At least that's what Ed, Grant, and Marty thought. So I'm pretty proud of that. It's in Cantonese, by the way, so I'm proud of that. And Marty was major cringe. But what's interesting happened after school when me and Nick decided to get bubble tea in a nearby store, because why not? So we bought bubble tea. Well, I bought for him and he bought me lunch earlier, so now we're even Steven. And then okay, so this is the school, right? This is the school, and this is one big road. And we crossed the road and we went to here to buy the bubble tea. And there's a bus stop here, but we went to the other bus stop here, which is actually closer to school, slightly closer, just slightly. And when we were after we bought the bubble tea and we were walking back, Mary's team showed up and they were walking this way. Then I and Nick got onto a bus, and the bus was crowded, but luckily I and Nick also had seats. Like, there were empty seats, but not in pairs, just empty seats. So I and Nick are separated, and we can't sit with each other. We can't sit together, and we can't chat on the bus and stuff. When we boarded the bus on the second floor, on the deck floor, at the very end of the bus, Mary's there for some damn reason. And I stopped for a while. I'm pretty sure she looked at me. She gave me a look, which is really normal because every human being would do that. Not look at me, but look at surroundings. Also, my hair fucking sucks. And then there's an empty seat in front and beside of Mary. Mary's at the very, very, very end because she doesn't want any fucking bullshit of the world. So I was like, so I went with Nick. what? No. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So Nick sat there. Nick sat in front and beside of Mary. And he's also, I think, in front of Alan, who is Mary's friend. And then I sat somewhere like far away. And it was intense. For me, it was intense. Like it wasn't like super intense. It wasn't really making me anxious, but I had this really just horrifying feeling that I'm being watched. So every single action I make matters. Every single action I make, it's like it has to work smoothly. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a total idiot in front of Mary. And so Mary. So okay, so now this is the bus. Okay, so say this is the bus, right? So this is the cross section of the second layer, the top layer of the bus, and Mary's on this side, and on the other side, it's, I think, Vera and her boyfriend, two of the five, who got arrested by the fucking cops. So they're there and they're like, going on with their lives. I'm really happy, to be honest, for like people like Vera, her boyfriend, Wendy, etc., because they weren't like tortured. Because if they were, they would tell us, but they weren't tortured, and they're certainly not dead, and I'm happy with that. They're not tortured, they're not sexually assaulted or anything. They are in one piece. Pretty cool. Anyway, back to the main story. Suddenly Nick texted me telling me to go back because the guy beside Nick just left. This means I'm gonna sit in front of Mary, which is weird. Theoretically, I should feel more and more comfortable being around Mary because, like, a long time ago, I and Mary, like, I tell Mary happy birthday, like, that's like 3 years ago. I told her happy birthday, she said thanks, I'm like, haha, and then a year later, we don't talk anymore, and Mary's like 1 meter away from me, and I'm still, just chilling. And then a year later, 11th grade, and Mary's like 1 cm beside me. I'm like a little tense, like anxious, a little anxious, but just a little. I'm still like relatively relaxed, but now it's like it's getting worse. It's more and more uncomfortable for me, and I don't know, but of course I didn't like freak out or anything. I kept my cool, but yeah, it's just tragic. And then at one point Nick left because it's his stop, and then it's just Mary and me. And then I was just I was playing songs, and I made sure, like I was using my phone, and Mary's behind me, so she may be able to look at my phone. So I was like very just scared, not very scared, but I was like very cautious. And then at Mary's stop, I just feel her stand up, walk, leave. And then I realized something. Mary doesn't give a single fuck about my existence. That's unfortunately the case. I mean, it's normal that people don't care about my existence and all that, but same applies to Mary. And Mary, Mary used to know me, and like Mary wasn't like super close to me before, but like Mary used to talk to me. So now not only am I a stranger, I'm also invisible to her. And I'm sure of that. Usually, if someone kinda acknowledges my existence, like I can feel it, which is rare that someone would acknowledge my existence, but like if that happens, like I can feel it, I can sense it. But for Mary, I just realized in Mary's head, she's like, yeah, just another day, going back home. It's whatever. And that actually kinda saddens me. The reality saddens me. And I know that I can basically do nothing to change that fact. Like, I don't know how am I gonna be able to ever talk to Mary again. Like, I know Instagram is a thing, but if I DM her or WhatsApp her, I'm a freak. Okay, I'm a weirdo, so I cannot do that. If I talk to her in real life, I'm even more of a creep, and it's gonna be very awkward and cringy, so I cannot do that. The best I can do is to disappear in her life. It's either zero or negative. There's no positive. There's nothing positive about my social life. Um, so yeah, just saddens me, really. And people like Linda, Bernice, Jeffrey, Pete. I really wanted to talk to them as well, especially for Linda, but I don't think I ever will. I mean, even in my own class, like yes, like I can I feel comfortable talking to every single person in my own class right now, but from time to time, I can't help but feel like there's this invisible wall between me and like the rest of the world. I don't know why is that. I try my very, very, very fucking best to break the wall and to actually reach out and join in and be with the people, but I don't know why. This wall, it's impenetrable. And I just I don't know how, I don't know why. It's not my fault. Maybe it's the people, maybe the people, they think I'm weird. I One thing that happened yesterday, I told Tom about how everyone thinks I'm invisible, I don't exist, yada yada, and Tom says, maybe it's because you're weird. So basically he's saying that the entire world doesn't want to talk to me because I'm a fucking weirdo. Which, I mean, I'm at my age right now, I'm probably the least weirdest. The least weirdest. The least weirdest. I will be more and more normal in the future. I'm going through normalization. After you mature, you normalize. So I'm going through, and I'm at my most normal right now. Yet it's not enough. I have to be more normal, more mainstream, yada yada. And yeah. Anyway, today I still see Mary. She still exists, and I very much acknowledge that. I remember her birthday. I remember her. I think her favorite color is either green or silver, but like she answered that question a few times already. No, that's not the main point. Today in PE class we had the 9-minute run again, and the last time in our lives, hopefully the last time. It is really horrifying. This is the most horrifying thing about PE class. Running. I'm terrible at running. When I was young, I used to be good at running, but like something happened to me and now I suck at everything related to PE. Like I hate to say this, but my body is fragile. It's a piece of paper. It's glass. Like I can die at any moment. Just a couple of weeks ago, I suddenly had this absolute terror of cancer. Like I suddenly thought I may have cancer, and I freaked out. I ate like vitamin pills. Like I'm scared of dying, to be honest. Like my body, I already tried my very best to, stay alive, which I am alive right now, and I guess I'm happy about that. Well, not really happy, but but so the run today, originally everybody planned to just whatever just walk for 9 minutes and that's it. So basically, you run for 9 minutes, and your partner count how many laps did you run, and they report it to the teachers. And at first, I was like really slow. Everybody was really slow, but I knew that everybody's gonna be fucking serious for some fucking reason after 15 fucking seconds. So of course, everybody started running. And I started running, but this time I had a strategy, and that is not to fucking freak out. I kept my pace. I was consistent in my breathing rate, in my movement. Like I was super duper consistent. That is the name of the game. At like towards the end, I just slowed down. I was super tired. Like I have breathing problems, so when I breathed, I was like it was intense. It was super loud. Like 10 meters away from me can still hear my fucking intense breathing that shatters flutter. Blah. It's like I want to I just Anyway, my throat was super dry. My lungs was in crushing pain, as fucking expected. At the end, like 5 seconds left, I just ran. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it fucking takes. So I ran. I completed 12 laps. Almost reached the halfway point. Almost reached 12.5, apparently. And I just broke down. I stopped. And the entire body, like not only my lungs and my heart, but like my digestive system, like my entire body just aches. And then my fingers and my feet, I can't feel them. They feel tickly because not enough blood is running through them, and my throat is dry. My entire body is crumbling down. I shouted. I fucking shouted. I don't care. I went, like that scene in Midsommar. And people are like, oh yeah, you fucking weirdo. I'm not gonna talk to you because you're a weirdo. Well, guess what? I'm dying, and I have to fucking scream. Because why not? Why the fuck not? Let's make the world hear my pain. And still, right now, even my arms and my legs, they're in pain. They're in pain. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what happened today. And then afterwards, people just refused to talk to me. Even Natalie, like I was having lunch and all that, and lunch in my classroom, and I sat with Natalie. I wanted to talk, and then we have nothing to talk about, and then she just up and leaves. Like nobody really cares about me. I tried to talk to Tom more. We talked about music, but like our conversation wasn't like solid. It wasn't like solid conversation. It gets interrupted by like others. So yeah, fuck my social life. It's already the end of 2019, okay? It's been like 4-5 fucking years since I have told myself, you know what, I gotta change. I gotta change my image. I gotta be more social. I gotta be the man of the people. Like I gotta change. I gotta get fit. I gotta gain weight. I'm gonna try my best to not die. And it's like I failed every single thing that I've ever said. I even planned to make my short film at the end of 2017, my magnum opus, and now it's already the end of 2019, and you're telling me that it may happen in 2020, only may. Just everything's a failure. And when I was having lunch, I just had another existential crisis. I thought about how nobody will remember me, like, because like school is about to end, and like after I go to, like, when I go to college and first Christmas, I'm gonna just rush back to Hong Kong, and of course not all the people are gonna remember me, and not all the people are gonna meet me. Maybe none, and high chances are none. I'm gonna go back to Hong Kong with all my heart, all the gifts and souvenirs, with tears in my eyes. I'm just gonna be there, and I'm gonna wait for my classmates. I'm gonna try to look for them, and then they're all gone. They're all having fun on their own. Like they're there on Instagram, but I'm not. And so why is life worth living if the people around you keeps forgetting about you, and you move from like groups of people to another group? If those people keep on forgetting about you, your existence really leaves nothing on this world. And for people like Natalie, Jordana, Mary, everyone else, Ernest, Kingsley, they're important people. Of course, people are going to remember them. Not for me. My existence has such a low value. It's saddening, to be honest. It's saddening. You know, I'm planning to ask Pink for like life meanings and all that, but I'm guessing that Pink will answer me by, why are you even asking me for the meaning of life? Because I don't have one either. So there's that. Ending off on a depressing note. Life. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about one thing. The results for midterms are completely released, and my ranking is number 15 out of 31, I think, which is like right in the middle, average. Like everyone around me is getting better while I fall behind. And Natalie thought that I would be in the top 10. Hell no. So yeah, I'm like, every single aspect of my life is, I don't know, no matter how hard I try, just crashing down.